Dechvetzak, welcome to another Hyperlapse how-to. This one actually failed. I do not like the end result, and I'm going to talk you through why that is, why I don't think I like it, or why I don't like it, and how that all happened. As per usual, doing a bit of Street View Google Mapsing to find my shooting spots. I planned a rough circle, but the Gherkin, or the butt plug, is so surrounded by buildings that it's really tricky to get a clear shot. And how is that transition? Once again, out and about with the 360 cam. And I just went on a little wild goose chase almost of visible or clear POVs in and around the Gherkin because, as I mentioned, it's a very built-up area, and sadly I just did not get the amount of clear viewpoints like here, that's not even clear, that I wanted. So here and there I managed to take some photos in, yeah, I'll put it on the screen, not really a circle as you can see, just a wild chase around the city. This is how it mostly went. I thought I would have a clear POV, but then you have to move around and find a better spot because things are obstructing it, like those trees. So I'm walking backwards, trying not to hit anyone or anything. Again, that's barely a viewpoint. But in my mind, I was like, if I can see the top bit of the Gherkin, we might get some cool footage. So in total, I shot about 44 photos, if I'm not mistaken, and then it was time to head home and drop it all in After Effects, just like on my other videos. I deleted some of the frames that I knew weren't going to work. That's how that sequence is all cut up, and then I start once again with adding a crosshair to the viewer and then manipulating the position keyframes of the sequence, and I linked them to an adjustment layer to do that. Then I changed the anchor point to the top of the shard, so the shard, I'm still thinking of the other video, so I can adjust the scale with these two guides, once again using that adjustment layer. So pretty much optically that band of diamonds, darker diamonds, would be about the same size in every shot. And then I was like really not liking the end result. So I started deleting more frames before I started adding the motion blur, because the motion blur or directional blur, you do that with a mask, also on an adjustment layer, but you got to keyframe it for each frame. So I thought I would save myself some time. And sadly, I'm just really not happy with the end result. It's still a great process and a fun thing to do, and I hope some educational content for you. You might pick up a thing or two, you might pick up a thing or 100 if you get my Hyperlapse course, in which I've covered this many times before, and I'll be adding more content like this in there soon. So yeah, the end result with the motion blur and all the frames and the scaling and positioning, this is straight out of camera. Maybe I prefer that more than the polished end result. This is more like an animation style, and I like how you can see it twirl around pretty much. And then we look at the stabilized, scaled up, rendered, motion blurred one. I just don't prefer it. I'm also playing this back at half speed because I didn't have enough frames. But yeah, what do you think? Which one do you prefer, the before or the after? I honestly, now that I'm filming this and looking at it after a day, I think I prefer the before shot. So that's fun, a little lesson learned. Sometimes it's nice to have it straight out of camera. If you have any questions, drop it down below. Hope you enjoyed this quick little Hyperlapse video. And as always, check out my courses, and I've got some free ebooks as well that you can check out down below this video. May the clouds forever be in your favor.